Hello everyone and welcome back to another GR live stream. As you can probably tell, today we're about to jump into a little bit of F1 Manager 2024. I'm back. I'm hosting again. The game has literally just come out. About an hour ago it's officially launched. It's now available on PC and consoles, which includes both PlayStations, both Xboxes, and Nintendo Switch as well this time. For the first time the first time ever, the series has come to Nintendo Switch. So if you want to check it out, you can go and check that out right now. If you want to just watch it, on the other hand, you can, you can continue with me here. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be checking out one of the biggest and core new features of this game, which is the creator team. I'm going to create a team from scratch, and we're just going to see how it goes, really. Forewarning, this is probably not going to go very well, because running an F1 team is not an easy thing to do. So, I'm going to give it a good go. I'm going to give it a good shot, the old college try, as they say. But I wouldn't be surprised if this just falls apart very quickly. So let's give it a go. So anyway, this is F1 Manager 2024. As I said, I've literally just booted the game up and got it ready for stream, so it's very new. We're not going to be doing career, we're not going to be doing race replays, or even the race moments that you can still do. Today we're going to be doing creator team.
Formula One. A new season and a new dawn as a brand new team lines up on the grid. That means an even harder challenge to secure that coveted championship silverware, as the on-track action is turned right up to 11. We're ready for excitement ahead as the teams return to the drawing board in the battle to end Red Bull's dominance. They'll need to balance their aspirations for high performance with the risk of pushing too far and inviting catastrophic failures out on the track. With many drivers on the last year of their contracts, team principals will need to ensure that they're kept in the right mindset across the whole season, as well as managing sponsor demands and protecting their most valuable assets from the prying eyes of their rivals. As a new competitor enters the fray, anything is possible. This is Formula One.
So yeah, the idea is to basically create a team from scratch. We get to choose our name and all that good stuff, so let's call it, shall we? Because we're doing it on the GR Live show. Let's call it GR Racing, right? We'll save any dubious names for a different day. Origin. So this is the interesting bit here, because this basically is the way that you can determine how sort of experienced your team is. So you can start from scratch, and basically you'll be battling at the back of the grid, right, against your teams like your, well, I guess it kind of differs depending on the season, doesn't it? But like typically it's sort of Haas, AlphaTauri, Red Bull, Stake, which former Sauber, all those sort of teams. Or you can sort of move up a little bit. So, for example, you can choose here the newcomer one. You can choose the technical breakthrough, which a little bit further on and stuff like that. Phoenix Rising, Industry Giant, Automotive Legacy. So this is when you get in sort of your Mercedes and your sort of Ferraris and that sort of point. I think we should just do the Your Story one. So, our starting balance, we can set this as well. So you can make it as hard or easy as you want, really. So you can make it, you can have a £2 million starting balance, which basically isn't anything. I think you'd be lucky to hire a driver. Or you can go up to 40 million. I think for the sake of today, we should probably do it at a good 40 million. Should we just do the 40 million? I think we should just do the 40 million. Again, this is how you sort of I know, yeah, but the thing is, Griffin, right? The thing is, 40 million in Formula One's nothing. It's going to cost me like 18 million to get an engine, if I had to guess. This is basically where we're going to be. At the back of the grid, at the front of the grid. I think we'll just keep this middle of the pack, right? Because anything can happen. So let's move on. So, choose the 2 main drivers for your team. Yeah, you can just have 2 of the best drivers in the world. You know, I'm tempted to take them just to see if they crash. You know what I mean? Just see if they they cause trouble for one another. Shall I do it? Yeah, Griffin, you do get prize money from races and you do get sponsors and stuff like that. But there's a lot of sort of fine print that's involved with it. Especially when you're setting your team up as well, right? So you'll see that $40 million isn't going to get me very far when I look at hiring drivers and stuff. So, like, for example, so at the moment in time, my drivers are Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. I haven't selected them. These are just the default, I guess. Does it show me how much money it's going to cost me to get them? I don't think it tells me the exact price of them. So let's say, theoretically, I wanted to get Oscar instead, right? It cost me $7 million to hire Oscar. Oh, there we go. Now I can move it across. So, if I was paying Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, and I had the 40 million budget, to get Max, it would cost me 29 million, which is basically like an unreasonable amount. I can't even get these sort of middle class? These step below drivers. And that's basically because at the moment in time, I've got Lewis Hamilton as like a default. Now, I can't afford Lewis Hamilton, really. I could probably afford George Russell. In fact, I'm gonna go with George Russell, right? And alongside George, we're gonna have yeah, let's go the man of the time, right? Oscar Piastri. Then I got to build out my team as well, my staff members. I'm not so big on having a Ferrari technical chief, to be honest. Oh, I don't think you know what? I'm gonna have Dan Fallows. This is my head of aero. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with the McLaren head of aero. Oh, let me do that. This is my sporting director, so this is when we're getting really important now. Yeah, let's have Wheatley. At least you know what you're getting there. Race engineer, so we've got Max's race engineer right now, which is Gianpiero Lambiasi. But I might switch over to Bono, you know. I'm going to switch over to Bono. And then we have, lastly, our secondary race engineer, which at the moment is Riccardo Adami. Who's my other driver? It's Oscar, isn't it? You know, let's go with Gianpiero. Why not? So I'm not too sure how much money I've spent right now, but it's probably not. That's probably a fair bit. So here now we're choosing our engines and stuff like that. We could go with Mercedes engine, which has lots of durability, not very fuel efficient, less power. Renault, way less power, very efficient. Ferrari, they're using the sort of treating it as the middle ground right now. And then Red Bull, which is all about the power. Yeah, questions as to what decision to make here. I don't want to take the Honda Red Bull powertrain. See, the thing is, I'm thinking the Mercedes one because it's durable, which means it's going to save me resources down the line because it won't break as often. So I'm going to do that. Right, team branding. Now I get to choose my colours and all that stuff. So my team colours, they're going to be... let's do... Yeah, let's do the game reactor colours of black. What's our colours? Black, purple, and... Well, I guess the new logo is more blue, isn't it? Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna make them. We're gonna have a. We're gonna have a bright. Let's see what we got here. Should we just make it bright pink? Let's make it bright pink. Why not? Right? You know, we're here. Ah, that's a good colour. I don't want it to be unsaturated. I want it to be really bright, and to go with pink, well, of course, it's got to be green, right? Pink and green go hand in hand. And then lastly, we'll have should throw a bit of blue in there, maybe. Why not? All right, car livery next. This is where we can create our own livery as well. Quite like that, actually, you know, simple. Or, alternatively, oh, that is horrible. That is absolutely horrible. It's terrifying, isn't it? I like that. I'm going to go with that. And then, you know, you can customize the individual paint of it and stuff like that. But we're going to stick with the colours we got. We're going to do some wheels as well while we're at it. Make them stand out a bit. I like that. I like that, actually. I like that. That looks radioactive. Let's do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. It's alright, it's an easy fix. I know exactly what I was doing. That one. That one. Cool. Alright, next we want to... I haven't organised a sponsorship thing yet, so there we go. We saved our thingy. We're going to go with the one that we saved, which is this one here. Apply changes and exit editor. So that's our livery sorted. Now we need a driver suit as well. Oh, look at him! Oh, God, it's horrible. It looks like the Joker. Where's that one with the big patch across the front? Yes! Alright, we're going to apply that design as well. So we got that sorted. Probably should have designed a logo beforehand, but here we go. In fact, I'm going to use a preset logo because there's a lot of things to fiddle around with it. I don't want to spend too much time lost in the creator suite thing. So let's have I'm not too sure what that is, but I like it. What do we go with that, actually? I like that. Let's go with that. Right, so that's our logo sorted. Right, cool. Got that all sorted. Now, onto my team principle. I guess I'll just put my name down for this one. Right. Ben. Lions. There we go. That's me done. Experience. Well, considering I'm the first time managing a team itself, like a new team, we'll leave it at that. So here we go. Nintendo's approach to Carnival is quite a competitive rate. We'll just go standard across the board. Alright. Let's do it. We got our team. And we're ready to go. Achievement unlocked. Alright, here's Celia Fonseca. Welcome to the team. Right, okay, there are many ways you can influence our operation. Car and drivers, okay, they will have the biggest impact. There's nothing you need to address before our first race. Take a look and continue if you're ready. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, we're hard at the bottom at the moment, but it's fine. Jorge Russell and Oscar Piastri. I wonder who the drivers are for the rest of the team. So Sergio and Max. Who have they got as the replacement for George? Juan Manuel Correa and then Richard Verschuur from McLaren. Interesting. But everyone else is as expected. Alright, we've got a message here. Thank you very much, Celia. I think we're ready to just move on to our sponsor negotiation. So, right. So the season objective here is to finish 5th or above, and to be a podium contender in the long term. I think we got the drivers for it. The car. We'll see. Okay, so here's Ludmila Torres, my sponsorships director. All right, so we have Ferro NRG, an energy drinks company. They are willing to pay 51 million to sponsor the team. However, there's a catch, because they will pay us 13.9 million up front, but we'll only get the other 40 million, just shy of 40 million, from engagements and race day performance. On the other hand, Lemira, they will pay us more up front, less overall, and less in regards to engagements and race days. And then there's Musker XR Technologies, who is, to be honest, there's not much between. If I was going to select one of these two, I'd probably select that one, because like the race day, that's paying me more up front, and it's slightly more reliant on stuff on race days and engagements. That's the safe bet. Let's go with the hardcore one, right? Okay, so yeah, I got my sponsorship plan. And then I got smaller ones that I can add to this list as well. So Avaras, sorry, will give me just an extra 6 million, but there's nothing that they require. That's cool. They will add to my engagement. They'll add to everything. They'll add to a little bit of everything. Massive engagement boost, but again, my facility effectiveness is down. Driver marketability would be down. Alright, so I'll add that one. I'll have that one. I'll have that one. I'll have Bad Turtle. I kind of want ones that are not going to limit my... So really we're looking at either Miriam Coin or Farstum. And I'm thinking going with... I've already got a massive amount of engagement one actually, so I should probably go with Farstum. Farum Star, sorry. So that's that. Sponsors sorted. 24.5 million up front. 31 million from engagements. 33.9 million from race days. They want to do predominantly VIP activity. Alright, cool. I got a lot of money to play with. Alright, let's carry on. I know that I could add... do I do that? Is it worth doing that? Do I get any bonus for it? Yeah, that's on my team. should probably set something to be designed. I know it's only the first race, but like, you know, it's a good idea to get ahead of things. Right, let's see. Shall I upgrade my front wing? Let's go like that. Okay, so I only have a specific amount of... Right, I don't want to spend too much. I don't know whether it's season long, you see, so I think I'll do 2 wind tunnel hours. Alright, cool. We want... I think just a balanced one for this moment. Well, I've got loads of engineers available, and I'm going to put a few things available. So let's have 3 guys on the job. Approach. Yeah, we don't need to be rushed. Let's do it. Right, cool. So we've got a new front wing. While I'm at it, I'm going to design a new rear wing as well, I think. We'll put same sort of resources. Balanced preset. 3 engineers. Yeah. I might as well just fit it out, right? So if we have... improve my side pods as well. Just do the same again. I'm going to put 2 engineers on this one, though. Yeah, 30 days for that. And then last of all, I'm going to upgrade the underfloor as well. 2 days. Yeah, normal. 2 engineers. Alright, cool. Now they're all set. They can just chip away at that. I'm guessing... Well, I don't have anything to really build here anyway, so there's no point in me manufacturing anything. Cool. George is already unhappy with the car performance, which is nice, because we haven't even started yet, George, so, you know, simmer down, mate. Already a couple of my people are unhappy, including my race engineers. He has a... Oh, okay, he's unhappy with everything. Okay. Well, at least these guys are happy. Yeah. There's my sponsors, facilities. Can I upgrade? Should upgrade the wind tunnel a minute. It's going to cost 10 grand. But we'll put that upgrade as well. And just to make sure everything's equal, let's do the thingy as well. That's very good. I spent a lot of money. But I think that's going to benefit us. Anyway, this is where we select activities to fulfill the team's engagement requirements with our sponsors. Okay, cool. So they like VIP things. So if I do that one, because that's not going to really affect me too much. Engineer team size will go down. Staff performance rating will go down. See, that's the best one, but George is already... Ah, screw it. George, you can go and do that one a minute. I'll put a guided tour on as well. Then we've got... I'll get Oscar to do something as well. I can't have George doing something if Oscar's not. Don't want to limit my performance any further, or my staff. I don't think I really want to do much more than that. So that's my sponsor plan laid out. Alright. On to the race. Now this is when things all fall apart very quickly, when I ultimately crash or I finish like 13th or something, don't get any points and everyone hates me. So, yeah, I'm well aware actually. Yeah, all good on that front. Now what we're going to do as well is we're going to simulate the practice sessions and probably qualifying as well, and just do the races. Because we're only here for another 35 minutes, so don't want to spend too much time doing, well, very little really. Anyway, here we go. So, power circuit favours high medium speed performance. Our car is okay at that, but could be better. We're predicting that the best strategy for this circuit will be a two-stopper. There is a 75% of a safety car. The average pit loss is about 22 seconds. Under safety car, the average pit lane time is 16 seconds. I've attached some key circuit info and weather. It's going to be hot, so tyres going to overheat. We're not expecting rain. And, yeah. Okay, so two-stopper. Tyres are probably going to overheat. If there's a safety car, pit, because it will save you about 6 seconds. And it's worth checking out our race targets before. So this one we set incentives. Now, I think maybe, just maybe, this is going to come back on me really quite significantly. But I think I can get George up to 9th. I think I can do it. I think I can get George up to 9th. Oscar, on the other hand, I think we're going to go 12th. I don't have anything wrong with Oscar, but I think that he's my number 2 guy, right? And I don't want to put too much on him. I don't want to say, you know, we want a 9 and a 10 finish, because that'd be crazy.
F1 is back, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, let's say
set to grow.
we get outclassed by Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull,
returns to the Middle East.
or Ferrari and Red Bull really, and then we're in there somewhere, Mercedes, McLaren.
Afoot. The paddock has grown, the grid extended. Yes, that's right. 11 teams, 22 drivers, and the hottest competition motorsport has to offer. Mercedes will be giving a shot to new talent this weekend. But the question is, can they compete with the old hands? There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Okay. So, yeah. We're going to just simulate until the race, really. What's new in this year's version? Exactly what we're playing today, Manager 2K, actually. Which is, you can create a team and go from actually scratch. You don't have to worry about, playing a specific team. You can just throw in your own organisation, which is why I'm playing as this absolutely horrible pink and green abomination of a team. But anyway, we're going to yeah, we'll simulate to qualifying in a minute, and then we can decide what we want to do there.
Let's hope the teams took full advantage of practice. It's time for qualifying.
Bahrain's track is dusty and abrasive.
Thank you, Karun. Okay, yeah, I'm well aware of how qualifying works. I just want to see how we did. George got 7th. A little bit off the pace, really. McLaren were fast, actually. Oscar's down in 14th. P2, what were we at? Ooh, not so good. 21st! I'm guessing he was doing different sort of things. 12th and 15th. Okay. So, I think we're doing alright. You know, we could be a little bit better, but... Do you know... I don't have an option. I was going to simulate to the race, but I guess we have to manage this one. Right, okay then. We're going to send them out. Send the boys out. Oh, I didn't send out Oscar. Probably should.
Radio check.
Probably should have sent out Oscar as well. Right, let's speed
Radio
this up a
sound,
bit
please.
because they got to go around anyway. Yeah, well aware. Thank you, Jonathan. Check out the new Helicam view. I just want to speed it up a bit. I don't know whether George is actually going to go for a lap here or not. I think he is. Okay. Right, let's speed this up a bit. We'll go all the way until the final few seconds of we'll go all the way to the final few seconds to see where we're at. See if we need to put some fresh tires on and all that. Alright, so they want to reconfigure the car, change. Yeah, well aware. I don't really want to put any fresh softs on, really, though. I want to, I don't think we're going to have a problem getting out of Q1. Plus, as well, I think I can honestly probably get away with 3 runs here. I know it's probably not the best decision here to do this like this, but I feel like I can get another lap in on these tyres, on these used softs. And if I need to put some fresh softs on after that, we'll put some fresh softs on. Should be able to get another lap in.
You are currently P7.
Alright. So, how are we looking now? I think we should put some fresh softs on now. Yeah, do that. Oscar, let's also do the same. I think we'll be alright. I don't have any doubt about this. What I want to do, though, is what a minute and a half lap. Let's say you need 2 minutes to get to the start line. I don't want to be too trapped up in traffic, so if we get to like the sort of 2:30 marker, then send them out. Alright, let's do it. Let's send the boys out again. Let's wait until they got around and getting ready to do their the flying laps, and then we'll follow them along. All right, Georgie boy. No sweat. driver locked up. I don't care about another driver right now.
Coming.
A lot of these people are already going over the line, which is good. Right, so one person's already miles behind. I don't think I needed to put any fresh softs on here. I did this to be safe, but I don't think I needed to. Here we go, let's see what we're doing. How we're looking. Do we really not go any faster? Could be concerning. That. Well, we're not going to get knocked out, so that's all that matters, right? We got through Q1 well. Car wasn't as quick on the second batch as I was hoping. We finished 10th and 11th, although we're like 3 tenths behind 9th, so it's probably going to be a bit challenging now to go any further. So let's carry on. Well, I guess we're using softs again because there's no option here. I'm going to try and I'm going to go and use softs for both of them here. And see if we can do a lap or do a yeah, we'll see if we can do one lap or whatever on these used softs, right? And on these used softs and see if we can. I don't expect us to be safe. All right. See how they do.
Folks.
Oh, George locked up,
Front
so
didn't really bite at one.
hopefully that didn't compromise George.
So
Oscar.
keep that delta tight.
Just keep your dash negative. Keep your dash negative.
Okay. They're both coming in. Anyway, George really did butcher that. But it's cool. It's cool. Alright. Now we put on the fresh softs. For both of them. Again, I want to bring them out. Now, they're only going to get one more lap. So, I'm going to bring them out again at... I mean, realistically, what are we looking at here to get through? I think it's basically if we can sneak in over one of the Aston Martins. I think I'm again going to bring them out sort of like the 2:30 mark. Right, here we go. It's crunch time, boys. They've got to get around, which we'll fast forward a minute because we don't need to watch all that. I don't like how close they are to one another. They probably should have distanced themselves a little bit, but maybe that was on me for not bringing them out at the right time. Should have gave him a little bit of a break. But I kind of thought they'd have the intelligence to distance themselves, but instead, no, they're going to race each other on their flying lap. Which is just exactly what you want out of your drivers, really. It wouldn't surprise me now if both of them get knocked out because I brought them both out at the same time. But we'll see. Just speed it up a little bit. I mean, already Oscar's ahead of 4 people, depending on whether they put in any faster lap times. So we'll see whether it's something they can pull out the bag, really. God, look how stupid that is. What a bad decision that was to bring him out at the same time. Idiot. Okay. Wow, George was... Oh, George went up. All right, okay. George got into 10th. George got through. Oscar's starting in 13th. Look, I tanked Oscar. I'm not going to lie, Oscar, that was on me, mate. That was a bad decision from me. If I'd give him a bit of time, I think I might be able to get him into like 11th or something, but I don't know whether I would have got him any further. What we do have is 2 cars, or 2 tyres, to hopefully get George higher up than 10th. So, we're going to send him out, nice and early. We'll speed through this a little bit here, because it's the last lap that really matters, so we'll speed him through, let him do his lap,
So,
130.
box.
Then we'll let him go through again, and yeah, he'll go all the way through, go back into the pits. I might as well speed it up a little bit. Then we'll put our fresh softs on. For the moment, George is beating Lewis and McLaren's replacement guy. We might be able to beat Alonso. Yuki is the surprise one here. I don't think I'm going to get much higher up than that, but... Alright, what we just want to do now is send him out at sort of, I don't know, 2:30 on the clock or something. Right, George. Get out there, son. He's ahead of the 2 Red Bulls, so hopefully he'll slow down Perez a bit. The moment he's dead last. Shame. It ended up being a little bit quicker, but we were off the pace. So we're starting 10th and 13th, which I think is alright. We can make do with that. I would have liked to start 8th or something with George, but I think, you know, that's fine.
Here in Sakir, the floodlights are on, and it's nearly time for 57 laps around the Bahrain.
Right, now that we've got to actually do the actual main Grand Prix, though, which is going to be the tough bit. So let me sort out my strategy. They say a 2-stopper, so 2 pits. I personally would rather start... I think soft, medium, soft, personally. I think soft, medium, soft. Because that at least gives us a chance to put some softs on at the end and, like, gun it. So wait, hold on. They're pitting at lap 19 for those mediums and lap 21 for these. See, that strategy looks just wrong, if you ask me. That leads to me lap 19, and I want more laps on the mediums, really. So like lap 37 or something. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then at least as well, Oscar and George aren't going to be colliding with pitch. Well, actually they are because of... Alright, so it will do. No, 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 delete that. Definitely don't want a new stint. Okay, here we go. I'm not feeling great about this, but here we are. We'll see how far we get through this as well. We've got 14 minutes to do a full Grand Prix, so it's gonna be tight this. But I think if we put it on
chapter in Formula 1.
faster speeds, then we might be able to get a good way
This is
through it.
it. 22 cars on the grid.
Come on, boys. There's George.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Let's see how they're doing. No incidents, boys. No incidents on the first lap, please. No crashes. Yellow flag already.
We've had a big crash here. Debris is online.
Okay.
There's been a crash.
What happened? Oh, it's not my guy. That's barely a crash, really. Okay, well, now we're going to speed up a bit. We've got a lot of Grand Prix to get through. So we'll speed it through for a few laps. Yep, yep. Just have a look at them real quick. Yep. I think mainly it's that they're not using their ERS enough. I know. Well, actually, I think it's more that I don't want to blow these tyres out, right? I need to get to the end of the stint on these tyres for both of the drivers, so we'll just keep them as they are. I think they should definitely be using this a bit more. They're not barely using it. Right, now we switch it back to neutral. Let it top up for a bit. Got to get to the first pit window and then we can... Yeah, a race event, so...
Safety car deployed.
Okay, well...
Charge on. So dash positive. Yep.
Right, I need to...
Let's have some straight line braking, please.
I need to pit him. Yes, I'm aware. If I put him onto hards... I know, but... What lap are we on? 13. So, here's my option here. I think I'm going to let George gun it. I'm going to get him to pit and do that. Oscar, I'm going to get him to pit and I'm going to try something. And I'm going to put him onto hards and see if I can get him to the end of the race, I think. They say here that new mediums would take you 48 laps. which would get me to the end of the race. I just don't trust it. I just don't trust that. I think the best thing to do is to go with the hards, and then at least they will, they've got more chance to last. This might blow up in my face, and I might have sabotaged Oscar again here. But, you know, we'll see.
And what's that? A pit stop issue.
Okay, we're in 10th and 13th.
Okay, the safety car is in this lap.
Okay,
Safety
we're
car
going
is
racing
in
again.
This lap.
What I need to do, though,
Okay, remember the rules of engagements again.
Copy.
especially with, yes, well,
So we can have debris on track.
what I want to do is I want Oscar in particular.
Safety car in pit lane. Just a reminder, there's no overtaking until the line.
George
It's quite a bit of
seemed to have made a mistake big time then as well, which
Let's
is a
just
problem.
keep our heads down.
Which means I need to get him to gun it to make up for things, really.
Overtake is available.
Let's get him to gun it for a bit. Right, then we put that
Out
back
of
there.
DRS.
Copy.
Russell now the car behind.
Yeah, what I want to do is I
So
want
the
him
gap behind now
to
2.6.
don't fight my teammate. I want him to let Russell through if there's an opportunity. Thank you, Oscar.
Just had a snap. Oh, okay.
Ah!
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Oh dear. We're blasting through this Grand Prix. We might be able to get there by the end of the at the end of the stream at this point. At the rate we're going. All right, what I want to do real quick is I just want to check. Well, whenever really. I'm not going to go to the end of the race on these mediums because they're going to be naff by the end of it. If I bring George in on lap 42. Alright, that's what we'll do. Lap 42, we're going to bring him in and put some softs on. And let him gun it. Okay, what I'm going to do, actually, as well, is I'm going to bring Oscar in. Because these hards are falling off at, like, a rapid pace. And I'm going to stick some mediums on him. I need George to keep going because I want to put softs on him. Alright, now we're going to set the pit option here for George. I actually don't have any fresh softs here, so I need to probably wait another 2 laps really. Alright, now we're going to bring him in. We're going to change onto these softs this next lap. And yeah, you can attack these tyres as well because we don't need them now. I want you to be aggressive with them, but I don't want you to blow them out. Same with you. And you can push as well because you've got loads of fuel saved up. So you're like absolutely nuking these tyres right now, George. He's so far behind Ricciardo at this point that I don't think I can get him back up there now.
So we're low on battery at the moment.
I know, but it's by design.
Caution on the battery.
Copy.
I think the funny thing is about this race, though, is that the plans obviously didn't pan out whatsoever. They were, you know, they said it was going to be a 2-stop race, so I did a 2-stop actually, and I was a pit stop behind.
Okay,
You
that's
know,
the checkered
shows
flag.
how things change.
For George, it just wasn't a good day, was it?
Well, I mean, come on, we
been a
finished
very
12th. You know,
frustrating
first
day for
race,
them.
brand
They
new
lead
team, finished
without
12th
any
and
points.
15th. Well, that's not
Not
bad.
the sort of performance we'd
That's not too bad, I don't think. Ricciardo being up 7 is the real surprise one, I think. The Aston Martins had a good day. Yeah, we were down 2 for both drivers, unfortunately. But you know, I think if I didn't do that pit stop, if I put George on hards instead and pushed him to the end, then maybe he finishes sort of in line with Ricciardo. I think the main thing for Oscar was that I kind of tanked his qualifying. But you live and you learn. And that's the beauty of F1 Manager 2024, is that, you know, it gives you these options to play with, to play around and make the decisions that you get to see all the team principals do in reality. It's not easy, I'm not going to lie. It's not at all an easy thing to do. It's very challenging. And if you had any doubt that it's about its challenge, I suggest just picking up the game and giving it a go, because it will shock you. It will definitely shock you. But yeah, this has been F1 Manager 2024. I will be continue to play this most likely in the future. But otherwise, this is all the time we have in today's GR livestream. So we'll be back now tomorrow. It'll be Alex hosting, and I want to say that he'll be playing Nobody Wants to Die. So if you've been looking forward to playing that game, be sure to check that out tomorrow at the usual time. I'll be back on Thursday with something else as well, so if you want to catch up with me, you can tune in at the usual time then. And otherwise, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next GR livestream. Take care, everyone.